Good afternoon. I'm Russ Mitchell from the WKYC studios. We are breaking into programming to tell you about a breaking story at this hour. 3 Lorain police officers have been shot. This happened between 1 and 2 o'clock this afternoon. We have a map now to show you where this happened. It was this afternoon on Colorado Avenue between Missouri Avenue and Henderson Drive. So no map as of now. We do know those officers have been taken to Metro. Details are sketchy at this moment, as you can imagine. However, we have reporters on the scene to bring us the latest. Annabelle Childers begins with us now. She is at the scene in Lorain. Annabelle, what can you tell us?
Well, Russ, I want you to understand just how massive of a scene this is. We are hearing helicopters overhead. We are here on Colorado Avenue where traffic has been blocked off. But if you look behind me, you can see all of these first responder vehicles. Law enforcement agencies are stationed on Missouri Avenue. Now, Missouri Avenue dead ends past where all of these law enforcement vehicles are. Right now, we believe they might be searching for additional suspects. But according to Lorain's mayor, it's really unclear how many people are involved in this situation. We've been seeing SWAT vehicles arrive on scene. Then we've seen some vehicles turn their lights on and go head back to different areas while a lot of onlookers are looking. Now, something we just learned a few minutes ago is, if our photographer Randy will pan off to this building, that is Horizon Summer Camp, where we have been told they have gone into lockdown. There are 60 kids in there. They are being held there until they get the all clear that everything has been wrapped up, but definitely a tense situation. And as you said, with those details being sketchy, we are still really trying to learn more information about how many people are involved and how many suspects potentially could still be at large. Russ?
Annabelle, just to ease the concerns of any parents out there, again, kids at those summer camp, that summer camp there, the room is, the building is locked down, but as far as we know, everybody there is okay.
Yes, absolutely. They are okay. They did this out of an abundance of caution. They've shut down the keypads. They're just really wanting to make sure people are safe.
Okay, Annabelle Childers in Lorain, thank you very much. We want to go now to Lindsay Buckingham, who's at Metro Hospital, where we understand the officers are currently being treated. Lindsay, what can you tell us?
Hi, Russ. Well, we got here about 2 p.m. and we started to hear those sirens come by. I'm going to show you what we're talking about. There is a bunch of Cleveland police officers lined up right there. They started showing up one by one, and then we started to hear those medical choppers overhead, then more police cars. They started to clear a path there in front of the emergency room. Now, we have not confirmed any of the officers were flown here, but Metro did confirm 2 officers were taken here for treatment, along with 1 suspect. Cleveland police also confirmed they helped shut down some of I-90 while the situation was unfolding. Again, Metro confirming 2 officers were sent here for treatment, along with 1 suspect. No word on any of their conditions, but of course, Russ will keep you posted as we get more information.
Okay, Lindsay Buckingham at Metro Hospital, thank you very much. Just to recap now, it's 3:16 on this Wednesday afternoon. 3 Lorain police officers have been shot. We're not sure. We believe they have been taken to Metro Hospital. The scene there in Lorain is chaotic at this moment. The one thing we can tell you, there are kids at a summer camp there, the Horizon Summer Camp, that are on lockdown in their building, but we're told everything's okay. Also, I-90 for a time in Avon was closed. That is reopened. So as you can see, a very hectic situation out there. A lot of police officers involved, as there are every time there's something like this happens. And we will bring you the latest as it becomes available this afternoon. We go on the air for our regular newscast in about 20 minutes. But of course, when news breaks out, we'll break in. The latest also on WKYC.com. For now, I'm Russ Mitchell of the WKYC studios. We'll see you soon.
28-year-old Michael Parker, Elyria, Ohio. Y'all probably are not thinking about Elyria the way I am right now. They have one of the most disgusting stories that I have covered, where an ex-girlfriend went to a man's home demanding to be let in with officers. And one of the officers, who was a female, told her, "You used to live there, so you can break in at any time you want." And then they proceeded to help this ex-girlfriend break into this gentleman's home. They beat him up, tasered him, and charged him with 5 felonies after I want to reiterate this because I don't feel like people really be hearing and listening the way I do. And I apologize if that sounded high-minded. They broke into his house on behalf of an ex-girlfriend with her, beat his ass, and charged him with 5 felonies. The man the entire time was asking them to leave his private property. They didn't give a damn. And that's just one of the stories I can tell you about Elyria, Ohio, where these 3 Johnnies were gunned down without losing their damn lives. Now, what we didn't hear in this telling of the story that I found in a print article, so if anybody's lying, it's those journalists, not me. 2 of those officers had just ordered pizza and were parked side by side in an alley. I'm just gonna keep it real, man. It sounds like suspicious activity to me. Let me calm down on the profanity. Excuse me if I'm a little more than perturbed on this beautiful Wednesday, or is it Thursday afternoon, almost 11:53. I am Trailhand Bill reporting live from South Florida, Elyria, Ohio, and I'm specifically speaking to the government up there because the mayor also said we have the finest officers in the nation. What in the hell is wrong with your drug addicted mind? Do you know that we keep up with y'all in the activities not only of the government but your minions, the police officers? Are you high, or you just expect us to be? Again, I'm Trailhand Bill reporting live from South Florida. Parked in an alley sounds like suspicious activity to me. I am not lacking objectivity most of the time, so I'm gonna say, hell, they could have been on break. Johnnies get breaks when they on the clock too. I know this, right? But they were parked in the alley, side by side, something we commonly see officers doing. I have a video on my page where I went live again at the library down here in Miami, and the Johnnies on the clock, they damn sure won that break. 1 sergeant, 1 regular patrol officer, both females, just parked side by side, gossiping like a motherfucker. That scene went lit. It's on the page. I ain't got to make it up. You can go watch it. And they commonly do that, not doing a damn thing on our dime. It's too many missing people out here. Too many unsolved cases. I just feel like if cops don't got a damn thing to do in real time, they should be doing some type of investigative work, not sitting together gossiping like these cowards frequently do. Let me talk fast and get this over with so this video ain't too long. Mr. Parker, 28 years old, was, according to them, again, the journalist, in that same alley, and he just, for some odd reason, he had nothing else to do with his day, opened fire on these cops. Shot 2 of them pretty good. One of them got shot in the hand. 2 of them, the last reporting I got, in the hospital in critical condition. We just watched the Johnny punch dude down there in Florida in his face. Broke his window out, punched him in the face. Now everybody releasing pre-body cam footage to show what happened before that. I don't give a damn. I seen enough on that camera footage. The man was sitting in the car unarmed with his hands in the air. You broke his windows and punched him in the face. You ain't gonna show me a damn thing before that to make me think that was okay. Could the gentleman have been guilty of some things himself, but prior to that, of course he could have. But 2 things can be true. I wonder why Michael just decided to open fire on these cops, man. That's why I'm here, guys. Shout out to the cop watchers and the auditors, man, who do what they do. They actually give you guys the breakdowns of the situation. They tell you the applicable penal codes. They do a lot of great work, and I literally and genuinely praise God for them, the men and the women. Don't get it twisted. Over here, I just see what the hell is going on, and I give my best logical, non-Johnny affiliated back the blue opinion on what we're seeing. I feel like I give a perspective that the bought out media is not going to get. And some of them will tell you they're on our side. They pretend to be. And that's all I do. And I make it clear that if I'm not talking about Jesus the Christ, I am absolutely aware that I could be wrong about anything I'm saying, no matter how passionately I speak about it. But that's one thing that I don't think these journalists, and definitely these cops, and definitely this mayor who thinks her rogue, violent, assaulting ass police officers are the best in our they probably, you might didn't lie, bitch. You might didn't lie. That might be the best America has to offer as far as it goes for the Johnnies. But they're not going to ask these type of questions. What made this gentleman open fire on a police officer? Now, he could just be dead ass wrong, deranged out of his mind. He could be suffering from mental problems. There's a lot of things, possibilities there, right? But it's also possible that y'all did something to his people or to him. Was that his uncle, his father, his brother, his cousin, whose house y'all helped that ex-girl break into and beat his ass and charge him with 5 felonies? Was that a friend of his, an old classmate that he ain't spoke to in a long time, and that's how he found out where he was at because he saw him on the news getting violated by government minions and then charged with crimes? That's just one incident. I just covered another story yesterday. I want to say it was out of Alabama. I could be wrong now. Y'all got a man on the ground beating his head in the ground. Why he laying on the ground? I was just in Arizona. Y'all held a man down on the damn concrete. The concrete like 200 degrees. Y'all intentionally did it because he's not the first person y'all did that to. Why did this gentleman sit in that damn alley? They said he had an arsenal of weapons. I mean, they said. I just want you to know I'm saying they because that doesn't mean I believe it because they said it. They said they went to his house, the bomb squad, and detonated some bombs there. They said. I just want to know why in the hell, according to y'all telling of this story and retelling of it, was this man gearing up for war and it seemed clear who his targets were. Is it possible, out of all the possibilities that I have objectively already named, that he was simply preparing and did war back against these coward motherfuckers in our government that we pay, that have for a long time declared war on us? Could that be one of the possibilities? And since I know none of you back the blue ass journalists are going to ask these type of questions, praise God that I have a channel and I will. I'm Trailhand Bill. Michael Parker, rest in peace, sir, is no longer with us. And at the time of these reportings, we don't know whether he took his own life or the Johnnies did. But before I cast any judgments on his character and what type of person he was and what led up to this, I need to hear the rest of the story. And not from Johnnies. I don't co-sign senseless violence. I'm 100% an advocate of standing up for ourselves, including when that means warring back. Rest in peace, Michael Parker. Ohio, y'all be safe. I'm Trailhand Bill. I'm out. Thank you if you made it this far. If you liked the video, feel free to hit that thumbs up button. I greatly appreciate it. If you care to go a little further than that, maybe even subscribe, hit the notification bell. Check out a few of the other videos on the channel. Either way, y'all be safe.